Hello Battlefield fans, Wildtail here, and the big question is, are you ready to spend $60 on Battlefield Hardline? Are you ready to purchase the full game? These are the questions right now in a lot of people's head after playing the beta. Is this game worth it or not? I don't know what to do. A lot of people are going all over the place. Some people hate it, some people love it, and it goes like that. So let me tell you the truth about Hardline. Battlefield Hardline is not trying to revolutionize the industry. It's a game that doesn't have the wow factor. Okay, well, remember when you saw footage of Battlefield 3 for the first time? The first thing you saw was just like a nice facial features. Like the guy looked back then looked real and looked so cool, and it was so amazing to watch. Then you watch other footage and they were showing you all this destruction and everything, which just wow. You go like, wow, look at that face. Wow, look at that destruction. So that's the wow factor. So you were like pretty much in love with the game without even playing the beta, just by watching these animations and how well the characters look and everything. You just go, wow, this is nice. I want this game. I want to be part of this amazing looking game. Same thing with Battlefield 4. So with Battlefield 4 came out, or they were showing the trailers. They show you that you can destroy a full building and skyscraper, and this is so amazing, all the stuff that you can do, and you were going, wow, I want to be part of that game. I want to be part of that destruction. I want to be part of that very beautiful looking maps and stuff like that, and it was very cool. Nothing wrong with that. It's awesome. I don't think Hardline is going for that. I think Hardline is going for what was lacking in some of those previous Battlefield games. That was maybe less bugs. Yes, we're not going to judge, at least at the moment of this commentary, the Battlefield Hardline as a whole, because we just played the beta. Beta has bugs, and they should be bugs. It's normal, okay? So we're not gonna judge. But for the most part, I didn't see many bugs, and even if they were, I didn't notice it. So the hours that I spent in this game, it just ran pretty much smooth to me. It was pretty good. So what they're trying to aim with the Hardline is a bugless game. It's a bugless or less bugs, fun game to play. That's what I think they're aiming for. If you look at at this map, if you look at the map and everything, it looks nice. It just looks like a normal game you played on PS3 or 360, right? It doesn't look like wow, doesn't have that super crazy destruction. Doesn't have all those helicopters and jets flying around and all the chaos up in the air, chaos on the field, tanks over here. Doesn't have that craziness that we are used to from the Battlefield franchise. But it has something fun. I think this game is nice and smooth. I think. Or I like the way how your character feels, like smoother. So at least for my experience, I played mostly Conquest. Running from flag to flag, it was so nice and easy, and it was pretty cool. I like the guns, everything was just amazing. So for me, it was very cool. Do they have to fix some things? Yes, I think one of the things they have to fix is how clunky you feel when you're driving a vehicle. You put it on a third-person view, and you try and you look at it. It just looks so clunky, and it just doesn't feel and doesn't look right. It's just like, man, they need to work on that a little bit more. So, but what they've been working on the game, and you can tell, is trying to bring you a nice and smooth game. It's something that is not that broken. It's something that is just nice and fun. So I think that's what they're aiming for. Something fun, not like astonishing, not crazy. This doesn't look like, I don't like Crisis, the Crisis game that just looks beautiful, and there's none of that beauty over here. But it looks fun. It just looks okay, but it's very fun to play. So to me, that's the truth about this game, and that's why a lot of people are just maybe going back and forth between do they want to play something fun or something that looks pretty, and some people just tend to get into the argument. The game doesn't look like next gen and this and that, but it's fun to play. So I don't know what you want. Yes, we want both. Something that looks crazy and also fun with less bugs. But the next gen, or the new console, just released not too long ago, and in my opinion, I think probably in a year from now, that's or even though we started getting now a little bit, but I think like a really in a really strong wave of like really next gen games, that will be probably next year. You know, like right now they're still making the games for the PS3 360, which I don't think look that bad. So I think probably in a year from now, that's when you're gonna start getting like the really full next gen, when they're gonna really start taking advantage of the console capabilities. Uh, Another thing about this game, and before I forget, because you never know. Um, I think that these guys took a huge risk creating a Battlefield game like this. It doesn't bother me, the whole cops and robbers. It doesn't bother me. It has the name Battlefield. Um, in the game, I think it's okay. You know, it's very cool. But that's another situation where people are just, well, this doesn't feel like Battlefield. Feels too much like Call of Duty because you rush too much, and doesn't have maybe that tactical approach, and this and that. So I don't think that's a problem. I think that's pretty cool that you get that feel of being aggressive or rushing. And I told you that on my previous video. It just feels so cool being aggressive in this game. It just feels so nice. Like the game, in a nice way, kind of forces you to be aggressive. I think you should be rewarded a little bit more when you play the objective. I think this should increase a little bit, I don't know, the money or whatever they give you, or the points a little bit more when you play the objective. And I mean, other than that, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. It was very cool. What could end up happen here with this game? Because I've seen, and I was reading, some comments in forums and some gaming sites, and looking some stuff. There's a lot of people who are really unhappy about the game. Whatever reason is, I don't care. People have the right to like or dislike things, so that's okay. I'm not gonna argue with that. But the problem that I see, or what could be happening here, is what happened with Medal of Honor Warfighter. I played the campaign. I think this is an amazing campaign. It was pretty fun. The multiplayer wasn't that bad. People were saying horrible things about it. Yes, horrible spawns as usual. But for the most part, I enjoyed the multiplayer. It was pretty fun. It was a good combination of the score streaks that you get over there, and I don't know. I think it was pretty fun. But people didn't like it, and the game started sinking and pretty much hit that rock bottom, and the game died. The game died, and I don't know if the franchise died. Maybe they're taking a huge break from the Battle of Honor, but like right now, there's no rumors, no nothing, so you never know. That could. I'm not saying the Battlefield franchise is gonna die, but at least this game could have the same result of like people not buying the game. So if people don't buy the game, it's just bad for the guys behind it, and it's just horrible. So they took a huge risk creating this game, and the risk is that they don't have the wow factor. That's why I find it like really risky. They don't have that wow factor. Yes, once again, they're trying to sell you the game is not broken. The other day, when I was ready to play the game, I got this little survey. If I recommend the game to a friend and why would I recommend it, and one of the options because it's not broken. So they're like really focused on that, and I give them that. That's something that should be in the game. It shouldn't be. We shouldn't be excited because that's the way it's supposed to be. But they're really focusing on releasing a game that is not broken because of what happened with Battlefield 4. But once again, they don't have that wow factor to say, hey, don't play Destiny, play play Hardline because we have this. But what is this wow factor? See, this is nothing red. It's nothing right there. It's empty. So that could be the demise of this game. I hope not. I hope these guys do well, and they sell the game and all that. But I think this game should take, or this guy should take the approach of maybe releasing as a standalone. You know what happened with Far Cry, the Blood Dragon? It was just like a random game, and it was pretty fun. It ended up doing really well for what it was. Okay, but taking a huge risk with the Battlefield franchise, with the Battlefield name, and releasing a full game. It's a bit too risky. I'm looking forward to the campaign. I do want to play the campaign. At this point of this commentary, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the full game because of the past, or what happened, my previous experiences with shooting games, and disappointment, you know, even though I try to have fun and I still play the games, but you cannot deny that it was a bit disappointing, and it sucks, you know, because the games are expensive. $60 in the United States, and I don't know, like 70 or almost $80 if you're in Canada. I don't know if you're in the UK, how many pounds, well, 40, 50, 60 pounds, whatever you pay over there. I mean, the games are expensive wherever you are in the world, and you don't want to just throw that money on the toilet. So yes, I'm looking at you, Advanced Warfare and Destiny. so yeah, so I'm trying to be a bit more, I don't know, I don't be skeptical about games. You know, I don't get really excited, but I was hoping that those games were a lot better, and they weren't. So, but in a way, I tried to have some fun with them, and but it's not the same. You know, it's not the same. So, um, and that's about it. You know, I had a lot of fun. I had a blast playing this beta. It was pretty cool. Here I'm using the AK-74U, and I think it was a pretty badass gun. Before I forget, there was a patch released today only for PC. They were tuning some weapons, so I'm gonna read you what was released on PC. I'm pretty sure this patch will be added to consoles when the full game is released. So the A70P Magnum effective range reduced, the M16 and the M416 damage lowered and increased recoil. The RO933 reduced recoil and reduced damage. The Uzi increased hipfire accuracy. P90 increased spread. Swap the M/45 and G36 to cops, and swap the UMP and M416 to criminals. Reduced effective range, the 338 Magnum rounds. Reduced 9mm damage, reduce 556 45mm damage, assault rifles and SMGs. Reduce fast 12 damage, and fix bug with Magnum round recoil where people were losing kills. And the gadget tuning is reduce the cooldown time of the med and ammo packs, and increase the resupply time for breaking charges. So those are the stuff they fixed for the PC today. Well, the moment of this commentator today is the last day of the beta, so that's why that patch was released only for PC. So I'm guessing it will go to consoles when the full game is released. But yes, the M416 and the M16 gets damage reduced and more recoil, because those guns was like a laser beam. It was pretty badass. So hopefully you're using it in the beta and you have fun. I actually posted a gameplay with the M16 yesterday, and we're just kicking some butt, and I love it. So you know, fixing things, tweaking things to make the game better, that's fine, that's perfect. Like I was saying, a game with less bugs is always fun, but the fact that they don't have that wow factor, I believe that's gonna hurt these guys. I hope not, but you know, I mean, once again, overall, it's a pretty fun game. It's just fun to play. You know, if you play with friends, just getting together with your squad mates and just having some fun, this is the perfect game for that. You know, flawless, nice and smooth, pretty cool. You die quick, you kill quick. Everything seems to be balanced. Yes, they're gonna fix things, but I mean, I think the game wasn't too bad. Some things could be OP, like those vehicles that run around with the machine guns. Yes, you can destroy those with guns. I think they should take some damage with assault rifles or any gun, some sort of damage, and if you should allow, you should destroy them, just like the helicopters. But for the most part, pretty fun. The only thing that I didn't like, and is the whole light machine gun and RPGs or rocket launcher situation in the game. That's the only thing that I didn't like, because I do like using LMGs. I think they're pretty fun to use, they're pretty badass. So I missed that. Otherwise, I'd be using whatever LMG we had. I couldn't find it. I don't know if there was one in Conquest, which is what I play the most. But I miss the LMGs. They're pretty fun. So anyways, thank you for watching. My name is Wild Child. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary. And as always, if you haven't, please check out my channel, the videos. Check out the Battlefield Hardline gameplay, Battlefield 4. I got some Advanced Warfare, Destiny, plenty of Destiny, and some walkthrough with live commentary. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Later.